Welcome to Be Yoga, Be Your Own Guide. This is day 2 of the 30-day meditation series. If you have any questions about the core basics of meditation, what is meditation, how to meditate, eyes closed, eyes open, how to sit, any of those questions, there's a playlist with all the frequently asked questions around meditation. You will find the link in the description below. For now, let's start with today's practice. As you settle down into your seat, bringing awareness to your form, your physical form, your posture, noticing how you're sitting. And for a moment, just seeing, are my shoulders open and relaxed? Is my belly loose? Allowing for the in-breath to fill it gently, softly, and then allowing for the out-breath to let it fall back to its place. Ensuring that my legs, if I'm sitting on a chair, that they're not hanging in the air, they're on the ground flat so that I'm supported at least on 3 points, my sitting bones and my 2 feet. Or else if I'm sitting on the ground or on a bed, then ensuring again that my knees are supported. And now from there, bringing awareness to the breath, taking note of this current breath's nature and just noticing, is this breath going into my belly, filling my belly, or is it a little shallower, only to the chest, or even less? Just noticing wherever it is right now. And then allowing the next in breath with awareness, allowing it to go deep into the belly, deep into the belly, into the lower abdomen, allowing it all to rise, allowing the belly, the lower abdomen to rise. And then as you exhale, very gentle and slow exhale from the mouth. Whew. And as you exhale, notice the entire body sort of falling and relaxing and soothing and softening. And so let's do 3 of these in and out breaths on our own. Hmm. Now I invite you to choose a space in your body where you'll keep coming back to. And throughout this meditation, we'll probably ponder about a few things during the meditation. We'll consider a few things. And then I'll keep asking you to come back to you. And when I say come back to that space in the body, whether it is your belly button, the center of your being. Choose any one point and bring your awareness and focus to that point and just notice that point as it rises with the in-breath. So I usually just bring all of my awareness to my belly rising, falling, rising, falling. So choose your space that you'll come back to every time I say come back home. Now, my invitation to you is to bring awareness to the root chakra. The root in the chakra system doesn't matter if you're not aware. Chakras are basically these energy points. There are a lot of energy points in our body. Chakras have more energy than other points. And so, one of the chakras, the root chakra or the Muladhara chakra, is around the tailbone. So, bring awareness near the tip of the tailbone, around in your seat. And notice if there's any tightness here in the muscles, here in the butt muscles, in the anal muscles. If there's any sort of tightness, with the next in breath, allow the breath to create space. And then from the mouth, as you exhale, allow the muscles to loosen, soften a little more. Whew. Now, the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra, this area is what gets tight or tense when when fears and anxiety are high in our being. When they are pronounced, when they are high, at times there'll be a little clenching when there's a sudden fear. At times, because of life conditions, because of the way our mind's been trained unknowingly, it's just always clenched, always tight, and our general being might always be anxious, tense. And so today we'll take some conscious awareness, some conscious time to notice how this area in my body is and allowing it to loosen, ease, soften. However, your being feels, however, your mental state is, your body reflects it, and vice versa. If your body is reacting in a certain way, it'll come up as an emotion. So, the body, so to say, the body and the mind, no, they're not really dual, but in a manner of speaking, let's just call them two different entities, in a way, parts of an entity. And so the body and the mind, these two entities are always acting with each other and reacting to each other. Again, just noticing how the muscles around your butts, your butt cheeks, your anal muscles, how they're doing. Again, consciously with the breath in, allowing space, consciously with the breath out, allowing ease and softness and loosening. And it's perfectly okay if any emotions come up with it. Remember, emotions are a real experience. They're not truth or facts or reality. They are true for us as an experience. Yes, absolutely. But they're an experience just like any other experience. Hmm. Now come back home. Come back home. And when you come back home, when you take your next out breath, Let everything that doesn't belong in your being in this moment, let it all go, all the stress, tension, any thoughts, emotions that don't belong to you right now. Whew, letting it all go. Once again, that long with sigh out breath, letting it go. Whew. And once again, after the in breath, long sigh out from the mouth, let it go. Breathing normally. Now notice if you can bring awareness to your upper body, your shoulders, your chest, and see if there's any sense of space, even a little bit, maybe in the chest as you breathe. Some space gets created, some space gets created in the belly. Just noticing any space in the body and noticing even a little bit of ease that comes with the sense of space. I can breathe. I can be. Hmm. Now, I want you to consider this thought. A lot of our suffering, and I'm not talking about the suffering in terms of someone doing something to us, someone physical, verbal, mental abuse. I'm not talking about that suffering. But the suffering, the second form of suffering that gets created by our own mental habits, patterns, mm, replaying things that have happened. And I want you to consider this for a moment that all of that suffering, that is the bulk of our suffering, number one. Number two, that suffering exists because we have kept it as if chained with us. We've caught it nice and tight. Hmm? And how it's manifested in the body is the body gets tight. Yeah. And like I said, the body and the mind are always in touch, acting with, reacting to one another, with one another. And so, for a moment, if I can consciously try to loosen my body with the next in breath, having a little bit of space inside my body, and with the out breath, as I breathe out, I practice. I'm letting it go, though difficult at times. I want to let it go. With this out breath, I'm letting it go. Hmm. And notice just by doing that, there's a sense of some degree of lightness. Hmm. Okay. There was a little bit of heavy work, a little bit, tiny bit of heavy work. Good job. With the next in breath, gently bring your palms facing down to your knees. Gently hold your knees. With the out breath, let your lower back arch out, chin to the chest. Gently opening your eyes, looking at your own body. If you feel comfortable, smiling at your own body, caressing your thighs, legs. Your hands, arms, shoulders, chest. Thank you. Taking a moment of gratitude to this being, and both the physical, mental being that carries you through the day, that carries you day to day, that takes care of you in its own ways. Even when the mind is causing suffering, it is trying to take care of you. Our job as trying to be our own guides, be your own guide. Our job is to try and understand what the mind is doing and then teach it, train it the right way. Taking a moment to just let the sense of gratitude go out of us, go out into the world, the awareness of so much suffering everywhere, so much physical, visible, tangible suffering, and so much more intangible mental suffering. And if you so feel called to maybe offering a small little prayer, may all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings learn how to be free of suffering. May all beings learn how to be happy. Sabka Mangal Ho. May all be happy. May all be well. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.